Hello, Becky from the Body Coaches here, and I've popped on to do this video because we are now officially in summer. So obviously summer started yesterday, and I wanted to talk to you about what you're going to do for the next 6 months. Now 2020 has got off to a really pretty crap start, to be perfectly honest, and it all kind of went downhill from there. However, we're seeing progressions, we're seeing things pick up. So I figured, why not the start of the summer? Any goals that you may have had set, why not start them now? So it really is a perfect time to start outlining some goals. Now, if you don't know how to set a goal, then this video is for you. But most of you will actually be familiar with the term SMART, so your SMART goals. Now, it's up to you what sort of goal you want to set. So you can, if you want to, go for the next 6 months. You could set a deadline for Christmas, for example. Or if you wanted to, you could start today and set your goals for the year. So then the official end date would be the start of the summer next year. It's entirely up to you which way you want to work this, how large your goals are, where you want them to finish, and what you expect to achieve. So going forward, okay, I want you to think about a main goal. I want you to think about your wider goal. Excuse the chopper flying over in the background. I want you to think about your wider goal and where you want to be. So let's say we're going to set a marker, okay, for 6 months' time. And what I want you to do, okay, is think. So what I want you to do is think about your wider goal, where you want to be in 6 months' time, or maybe this time next year. And what we're going to do is we're going to make that goal SMART. So if you don't have a pen and paper, pause this now, get yourself pen and paper, and get ready to take some notes. So SMART, okay, it's what we call SMART goals. So if you are using pen and paper, write that down, SMART, down one side of your paper. SMART, okay, the SMART, the S represents specific, so just write that one down. The M represents measurable. The A represents attainable or achievable. The R represents realistic. And finally, the T represents time-based or time-scaled. So now we have that SMART just written out. I want you to break that down into your goal. Now, a lot of this may not mean anything to you right now, especially if you are new to setting goals and understanding the SMART goal layout. So let's say, for example, you want to lose a stone in 6 months, okay? And we're gonna pop that down along the top line. Now that is perfect because a stone in 6 months is actually specific. Now, if your goal was, for example, to lose weight, you're not being specific at all. You're not saying how much you want to lose, and you're not narrowing it down enough. Lose weight is just an endless goal. Moving on, okay, making it measurable. The fact that you said, I want to lose a stone, you've already put a measure in place, which is perfect. If you'd have gone with the original, I want to lose weight, that goal is not measurable at all. Going on, making it attainable. So if you, for example, again, losing a stone in 6 months, you want to make that attainable. Is it achievable? Can you do that? You need to think about any barriers that might pop up along the way. So any goal that you set, okay, has to be attainable, but also a little bit challenging as well. There's no point setting a goal if it's going to be easy. Your next one is realistic. So that moves on from there. Is it realistic? Can you achieve that? Are there any barriers that are going to get in the way? And again, moving on from there, time scaled. You've said 6 months. I want to lose a stone in 6 months. Perfect. Your time scale is 6 months. So you've got that goal set up. Now, the wrong way around this, okay, would be, I want to lose weight, as I've said, because it's not measurable. Want to lose, is it attainable? Yes, of course, losing weight is attainable, but you've still got no measure. Is it realistic? Well, yeah, you can lose weight. That's realistic. But what are you going for at the end if you don't have a goal? And finally, time bound. I want to lose weight. You're not basing a time on it. Now there are many different ways that you can set out goals, but you need to run through all of those. And I understand that it may be a little bit repetitive. I get that, and a lot of your SMART goals are repeated, but with anything, when you're learning anything, and believe me, do we know in the fitness industry the amount of times that we repeat things all the way through our learning, the amount of times we have to rewrite things all the way through our learning, and any studying is usually the same. So once you have your big goal set up, so again, whether or not that's 6 months or a year, what I want you to do is think about breaking down that big goal into smaller goals. So it's okay having something for 6 months away, but we want to measure our progress along the way. We want to see if it is achievable. We want to see if we're going in the right direction. And if you've set an unrealistic time goal, say for example, I want to lose 5 stone in 6 months, which is pretty unrealistic, breaking it down, you're going to see how unrealistic it is. So for example, going with the original, you want to lose a stone in 6 months, okay? A stone is 14 pounds. So you'll divide your 14 pounds by your 6 months, and that is 2.3 pounds every month, which is actually quite achievable. So again, you can break that goal down, that SMART goal down, into a monthly goal for yourself. So you create a SMART goal that is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time scaled, okay? And then moving on from there, you've got yourself a monthly goal, something to keep track of. Now, whether or not you put I'm going to lose 2.3 pounds a month, or whether or not you aim for the 3, it is entirely up to you. Now, these goals, okay, can be anything. It doesn't have anything to do with weight loss. So if you'd set a goal up, for example, I'm going to eat healthy, you're not going to hit those lines. If you said, actually, I'm going to have fruit and vegetables, 5 fruit and veg every single day, then you can probably make some sort of goals out of that and some guidelines. Now, it may not be anything to do with your health. It may not be anything to do with your wellness. Maybe you've got some personal goals that you want to do. Maybe you've got something in business that you want to achieve. And setting up something right now and making SMART goals and then breaking those goals down into smaller segments and making them achievable not only marks your progress along the way, but also will help you hit that 6-month line. Now, going on from there, you can expand on that. So at home, I've got a wonderful thing called a vision board. So I got a very large piece of paper and I got out my Sharpies. And I separated my vision board into where I wanted to go. In business, so specific areas of my business, fitness classes, nutrition, supporting the Facebook groups, the Instagram groups, and I wrote all of my goals on that vision board. Then on top of that vision board, I broke down all of those goals and noted it on highlighted sticky tabs of paper, and I've stuck that to my vision board. And as I'm going along, I can tick off where I want to be. Now again, I have had to make an extended goal and break all of that down and make sure that it is achievable for me to do. And that's what you need to do as well. So whether or not we're talking weight loss, and again, make it measurable. You may say, oh, do you know what, £1 a week is easy? But what if you've got a party to go to? What if you're having a pizza night? What if something is happening on the weekend? You need to take all of that into account and make those considerations before you set your goals. Because if you don't achieve your goals, it could knock you. So again, make sure that they are attainable and measurable and that they are realistic going forward. Now, for example, if I said I wanted 10 more people to like my page in 3 months' time, I may get 10 more people to like my page. But what I need to think about is how many people will come off of Facebook or dislike the page. So although I may gain 10 people liking my page, I may lose 5 along the way. So I need to make sure that every single goal is doable. So there you go. Pen, paper, get all of that down. If you've just watched this, go back, try again, and if you want any help with a vision board, it will be a video that is coming up soon, but please feel free to give me a shout and I'll send you through a picture of mine. Have a fantastic time, day, evening, whatever you're doing. Here on out from the Body Coaches. Bye.